seeing is men. You guys bafana bayasiroga, hey? Hey stars, what is good? Thank you so much for once again stopping back by. I really do hope that you're going to enjoy today's video so that you can keep coming back for more. In today's video, as you can already tell with the title, I'm super excited. We are doing a what would ASI do. So I did go on my Instagram about a week ago and I asked you guys to send me your confessions, your situationships, your dramas, your whatever child, things that you guys might need advice with, and you guys pulled through. Like you guys pulled through, and wow guys, wow. Some of the situations I was just like, but no judgment here, definitely no judgment. If you don't follow me on Instagram already, please go follow me so that you don't miss out the next time I do something like this, so that you know we can also chit chat and talk. If you'd be interested in watching a video like that from me, do keep watching this video till the end. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Let's begin with the video. So if you see me looking down, that's because I did screenshot y'all's questions. Well, not questions, but like, you know, things you guys would want to ask me, what I would do in the situation. I did screenshot them so that I can answer. So if you see me looking down, just know that's that on that. Okay, let's start. Okay, so the first one is I have a crush on my friend's boyfriend. I'm the one who met him first and became friends with him first. But as soon as they met, they kicked things off and started dating. I didn't like the guy then, but now I died to have him. I was so happy for them at first, but now I can't stand even hearing her talk about her relationship. Say what? No ways, like, no ways. I want you to hold yourself as fully and say, I'm not a friend. Like, I'm not a friend to that person. Yo, like, there's no ways. Like, how do you like your friend's boyfriend? Like, no. Like, no. Like, you can't even allow that to happen. The fact that that's happening, is that person even your friend? That's why I'm DT Bambasfoba and just say, I'm not a friend. Like, you're not a friend to this person. No. Like, no. And I feel like nothing you do at this point can resolve the situation or like resolve the friendship. I just feel like from the get-go, it was never genuine. Because if you tell her that, yo, I like your man, girl, I'd write you off. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no. Like, my man is off boundaries. I would definitely write you off. So I feel like she's not going to take it lightly, you know? And also, like, I feel like do your self-introspection. Are you truly this person's friend? If you can go as far as liking their man, even if, I don't know, by chance, by mistake, by something you can't control, that spark is enlightened in your head, in your heart, I'll definitely fight it off. I'd fight it off the second it happens. I wouldn't let it escalate to the point where I would die to have him. So I really think you should just let the person go and just be true to yourself and be true to them. You know what? You were never in this friendship for the right reasons. Ne? The second one is, yo guys, all I'm seeing is men. You guys bafana bayasiroga, hey? Anyway, the second one is I like him so much, but he's always asking me for money. It's only been 6 months in the relationship. When he has it, he doesn't give me any. Or am I supposed to ask for it? Please help. When he has it, he doesn't give you money? Are you supposed to ask for it? Definitely not. Like, ask Utini. For me, this would be like a red flag. Like, you constantly ask me for money. Look, I'm not saying our men or like our partners shouldn't ask us for money. I'm not saying that a relationship shouldn't be a two-way street. But look, it can't be a thing of you always asking me for money. And I'm also worried at the fact that it has only been 6 months. So for me, the relationship is still fairly new, and already when as the man in the relationship, you are already comfortable enough to ask me for money. So for me, it's the level of comfort he got way too quickly, where I'm just like, exactly, where are we going in this relationship? Like, you're already comfortable asking me for money. But because we are all human and tough times happen for everyone, I do believe in, look, if I can help my partner by all means. But as a man, no, you shouldn't be comfortable. You should not be comfortable. Should you ask for it as the woman? No, you think you should ask for it. There's nothing wrong with asking, but for me, it's a thing of I don't feel like I need to ask. I don't feel like I have to ask. Like, it's small instinct, you know. As a man in the relationship, I just feel like he's supposed to see the need. Just like how if I feel the need to look, for me, it's not a thing of I believe in doing things for my partner. I believe in spoiling my partner. I believe in sometimes paying for things, all right? But my issue is I don't think, especially so soon in the relationship, who guys should be comfortable with asking for money. For me, that's a red flag. For me, no. Maybe I'd understand one desperate situation. Nakhona angazi man, nakhona, but constantly, no thanks, no thanks, girl. So for me, that's a red flag you should definitely look into. Also, establish the type of relationship you want to be in. Do you want to be with a man like that? Because if he's already doing it now, two things are going to happen. You're going to address it and you're going to tell him. Now, what kind of a person is he? Is he not going to take offense? All those things you need to put into consideration. How are you going to tell him? Two things are going to happen. It's either you're going to tell him he's going to stop, or it's going to continue. Like, it's going to build. Like, make 30,000 manje a year from now. Like it's gonna escalate, and it's not just gonna be money, it's gonna be other things. He's comfortable with. So decide, get babes. For me, it's a red flag. It depends how much I like the person. I would leave the relationship because you're getting comfortable too soon. Plus, if you have the money, you don't give me what sorry, I'm sorry. The next one is, I feel like I'm studying something I completely hate. Worst part is that I am self-funded and my parents are barely coping with the tuition fees, accommodation, and all the other stuff. But I feel like I have to persevere because I can't afford to waste a year. Oh, like I totally understand. Like I totally understand. But then again, look, the thing about studying, right, is that you're making a permanent decision. You're taking up a permanent career. Not to say that you can never change it in the future, but it's a permanent investment, right? So for me, I'd say if you really, really, really hate it, drop it now because you will pay emotionally. Imagine being in a working environment that you hate, that you dread. Because if you're studying something you hate, it's going to lead you to working at a place you hate because that's what you would be qualified for. You know? It's going to cost you mentally because now you're always going to be mad to go to work. You're always going to be angry to go to work. You're probably not going to be of good service to the company or to people if you're working with the community because we are zoned into enzayo. So as much as I understand the whole financial situation at home, but it's normal. It's normal. You are growing. It's normal to change your mind. Your parents will forgive you. You know, if you come to them and you lay out exactly how you feel, also have a plan. So you don't want to study this, what do you want to study? Lay out the plan. Come to them prepared. You know, sell the idea with, okay, no, I don't want to study this, but I want to study this because I'm going to work here and here and here. Have it all figured out. Like for me, if my child came to me and told me that they would change in their mind over something I've invested so much in money-wise, I'd definitely let it go if they have a plan. It's not a person who's telling me that they don't want to study this, they don't know what they want to study. Then because I will not be wasting so much money over who's just going to be like, no, I'm just changing my mind, but I don't have a plan B. So what's the next plan? Really invest in your decision making and then go present it to your parents. They'll understand. They're humans, and also they have been young before. They know what it's like to have something change your mind tomorrow. You know, one thing that I feel like we don't understand about our parents is that they've also been through the exact same situations. So they're more likely to understand, depending on how obviously you bring it down to them and you talk to them, you know? I hope that makes sense. The next one is Hi band. I slept with my cousin's baby daddy. They're not together anymore. Is that wrong? For me, it's not even about the fact that he's a baby daddy. Like, for me, that's secondary. Njani, how are you messing with an ex, a friend's ex, a family's ex? And again, please put your hand on your chest and say, I am not a good person. Like, I'm not a good, that's just doing your cousin plain dirty. For me, even if, yes guys, there's some people that are just off boundaries, you know, as friends. We know that, you know, one of my friends actually had posted, I think she was doing a Q&A. I don't know what she was doing on her channel. I forgot what she was doing, but she was saying, Wuti, I think one of her people had asked her, what would you do if your friend dated your ex? And she was like, no, it depends what you bang your ex. Like I share the same sentiment. It depends what you bang your ex. Unfortunately for me, for most of my exes, they beyond boundaries. Like, I don't have an ex where it was a touch and go, it was for play. EX is beyond boundaries. Waska, this one is a baby daddy. So I think no matter what, but that person is someone that you really want to share something special with, I would guess. I don't think people go around having babies with someone they don't share something special with. So I think that ex particularly is off boundaries. So njani ke sana, njani ke mtaka dead, njani ke njani. Please explain to me. You know, the minute we are born with he's flirting with me, or even worse, I'm the main devil, I'm flirting with him first. The minute you see it escalating, aibo, iyashuba into WhatsApp, aibo niyabonana, aibo, ekamereni, aibo uyakhumula. Like, I feel like for me, engaging in intimacy with someone is a process. Like, you don't just, like, everything is a process. So there's so many times you could have stopped, you know. Clearly it's not something you wanted to do. So you're not a good person. Like, that's wrong. If I was your cousin, I would write you off. I'd definitely write you off. And I do think it's something, if I was in the situation, look, I'd just stop. Like, I'd stop. It's wrong on all levels. Even worse, you guys are family. No guys, no, you can't be doing that. Okay, the next one is, I've been engaged for a year now. I can't stand my in-laws because they don't like me too. And my husband wants us to go there every single weekend. Mind you, we work during the week. So family time to him means me/us being with his entire family. Please help me, Koti. Look, first things first, I feel like I'm going to break this situation into many parts because I think I have an answer for each part. So the first part says you're engaged and you can't stand your in-laws because they don't like you too. Okay, so here's the sad, I don't know if it's a sad truth or it's just a reality of how things are when, as a woman, you marry into a new family. This Mtaka did is your new family. So whether you like it or not, the minute you decided to say yes to that man coming kini to marry you, if you say you're engaged, I would think engagement for us is like lobola negotiations. I don't know if you talk about the English engagement where you wear a ring. I don't know. But let's just say, because you're a Zulu girl, ne? So let's just say you interpret life like me. Engagement is like you have came to my family, was shaz, okay? That's the only time I consider you. So let's just say that's what we're talking about, right? The minute you agreed for those uncles to come to your house, Gesan, and pay and say, we're asking for so-and-so's hand in marriage, you have accepted to leave your family behind, your birth family, and go join another family. So by family, I mean it's not a pick and choose anymore. You're no longer gonna pick because they're family. Just like how in your own biological family, yes, you get along with this aunt, you always fight with this one, but they are family. You still love them because you can't pick and choose. It's the same thing when you go into your in-laws. Unfortunately, this is your new family, whether they like you, whether they don't like you. Yes, it will never 100% be the same because I'm not saying it's going to be 100% the same. It is a new family. It is something new. You didn't grow up with these people. You're going to learn new things. I'll give you a practical example. A very, very small example. For instance, things like at my home, at my husband's home, we let it dry and then we pack it later. Simple things like that. You get to, a lot is changing, and you need to come to this home uzoba ingane yala ekhaya and sort of not forget, but sort of put everything from the old home, your birth home, behind, because inathi indlela also uzophila ngayo, nansi indlela wenza izinto la ekhaya, and if izinto zenziwa kanje, this is how you also need to do them, like, right? So where I'm going with this is that for your own sanity, for your own peace, when do your part, love them. When I do your part, or if they don't like you, probably you don't even know the reason. The universe, God is going to deal with that. When I do your parts, don't not like them because they don't like you. If I had to ask you, did they tell you they don't like you? 90% of the time, we assume things. We assume that someone doesn't like us. Did they sit down and say, la la la, when we don't like you? How sure are you that they don't? Yes, sometimes you see the actions, but okay, when I do your part, okay. Sometimes you need to do your part to the extent that someone even changes their mind. Not to go to this is the intention. You can't make someone who doesn't like you. But when I stick to your lane, stick to what you've been called to do. Understand your role that you're supposed to do and just do that. Focus on that and don't focus on any other thing. For your sake, babe. For your sake, my love. My husband wants us to go every single weekend. One thing you need to understand about men, gay, is that men and their families, I like this, Kisana. I like that. And one thing you don't want to do to your husband is put him in a position, or your fiance, is put him in a position where he has to choose between you and your family. If you had to choose between you and your family, yes, if we getting married traditionally, you kind of do choose his family and you leave yours, but imagine it in the sense of him saying, I'll side in. I don't want you to go in. You constantly have to be here. It's the same thing with him. You don't want to make him choose between his family. You don't want to make him feel like he constantly needs to, it's a battle between you and his mom. You know, you always want to unify things. You always want to add on. You always want to join in. So if you're not adding on, you're joining in, but you don't want to disrupt how things were. So, but then again, when you say he wants family, but then again, when you go on to say, because you guys work, and he feels that, and he wants you guys to go there every single weekend, talk to him. I go to listen, get babes. The minute we decided to get married, you as the man also decided that you are extending your family into our home. So now it's ikini and it's our home. So konama rules that have nothing to do with kini, that have nothing to do, they don't even have to know. They don't even have to know them kini, because now we're also trying to build our home. So have a schedule. Maybe you could talk about it. It's okay. I understand you love home. I love home too. Remember I said you need to love his family. So you need to genuinely love his family. So you love home too. So it shouldn't be a thing of, I'm going home because you want us to go. I'm going home because that's home, right? So that's what you need to train yourself to be, right? His home is your home. It's not a thing of, like, no. You're going home because that's home. Right? So you need to talk to him. Go to babe, how about we do 2 weeks where we spend quality time together because it's necessary, 2 weeks where we go home. You know, so it's a thing of talk, negotiate about it. I don't think he would be stuck up, you know. Highlights the importance of we don't spend quality time together during the week. We work weekends. I'd really appreciate if we made time for each other, you know. I just really think it's a matter of talking. With that part of him wanting to go home every weekend, I really think it's a matter of talking. And genuinely, I think any human would understand where you're coming from. So yeah, I hope that helps. The next one says, he says he loves me, but he doesn't do anything to show me. No dates. He hardly calls because he's always busy at work. I'm doing this because there's inverted commas. So he says, but then when we do spend time together, maybe once or twice a month, it is magical. Ayikho indoda eliphelayo nje usuku ingakhulumile nomuntu emthandayo ayikho. In fact, akekho umuntu, no matter, I don't care how busy you are, I don't care. There's no amount of busy that can make you not have a second, 2 seconds to pick up your phone and call the person you love, check up with the person you love, drop a text. You don't even have that 2 minutes going to the toilet when I was texting. You don't even take a toilet break in your work and then you text me, you call me. No such thing, my babe. At night, before you sleep, no such thing, my babe. No such thing. It's a red flag. A man who doesn't, not a man, a human, it's a red flag, babe. It's a red flag. No dates. Njani? Are we not dating? Why are we not going on dates? Talk to him, tell him. I believe in being very vocal. I don't believe in being repetitive, but I believe in being vocal. I will tell you what I don't like. What I don't like is when I have to tell you that I don't like, you know? But tell him, yo, I would really appreciate if we go on a date. Please take me out. This is my love language. Teach him. You know, some people generally don't believe in dates, as much as this sounds but it's the truth. Some people don't believe in dates. Some people, they just don't. I guess they just don't. So teach him. I would, okay, la kule relationship ngithanda ukuthi senze kanje, and if he's really into you, he's gonna change. But it worries me because this person doesn't even call. Calling is the bare minimum. I feel like as a partner, when guys, no, please, man, it's a red flag. Definitely look into it. The fact that you guys have a magical time when you are together once or twice a month, another red flag. Are you only calling me when you're bored? Think about it. Once or twice a month, but we're dating? Unless if it's a long distance relationship. But ultimately, if it's not, really look into it. Akafoni. Girl, I hate to break it to you, but maybe, I'm not saying it's true, maybe partner wakhe nje bangempela, and then wena uya uthi qu yabo mayithola ithuba nje uthi qu mayibhurekile ngaleso sikhathi uthi qu. Look into it. It is definitely a red flag in my opinion. Okay, the next one says, I am 15 years old and gay. I'm afraid to come out. My family is very traditional. They will disown me. How do I come out? Oh babe, oh my babe. I would honestly say, I don't know, 15 is a great bar. They're quite still young. So 15 is doing grade 10, right? Grade 10, grade 9. Oh, I would say don't come out because you are still very, I'm not saying you're not sure of your sexuality, but you're still very limited. You still can't be your true self. I would say cross fingers for the next 2 years. Matriculate and leave home. So if you're from Durban, make sure you study in Cape Town, make sure you study in Johannesburg. Fight for that. Fight to you leave home and then you experience yourself, your sexuality, you explore it without the limitations. The nice thing about studying far or living at rest even is that you can be yourself, you get to know yourself, explore the gay world. It's also going to give you more confidence, it's going to give you more courage. It's also going to give you firm grounds to stand on, that when you come back and you're doing your final year, when you finally decide to come out, or when you've graduated, your parents are gonna, yes, they may still be towards it, but the one thing our parents want for us more than anything is to know that we can manage and without them, right? So that's the main goal. More than anything, they want to die or they want to leave emhlabeni knowing ukuthi uSibani ngazimela. If anything happens to me, Usibani is going to be fine. So if you've went to school and you've studied, you've assured them that, listen, should anything happen to you guys, whether I'm gay or not, but it's not like telling your parents you're gay at 15, they feel like they feel like they feel like who's going to take you seriously, the world is going to be mean to you. If anything, because you know how homophobic some South Africans still are. So I would say go out, explore, live your life, gain the confidence, gain something that's going to make you stand on firm grounds. Maybe I'm not saying everybody should go study. Maybe studying is not for you, but you going out, they're gonna, when you come back and you've gained the courage, you've gained the confidence, you've lived and explored and waba free in your sexuality, you're gonna be more bolder, you're gonna be more stronger when you tell them, listen, mom, dad, they will also trust you because you know. So for me, it's a thing of give it a bit more time. There's no rush. I don't think at 16 there's anything pressuring you to come out, except for the fact that you want to be free, you want to live truly, like and be who you are. So I would say grant yourself that freedom and experience that, living exactly who you and who you are. And maybe in a year or two you can come back and tell your family, one thing about our parents, as traditional as what as they are, they love you. They love you. And where there's love, there's a lot of acceptance over a lot of things. Okay, the next one is, how many minutes are we on? Oh, damn. Okay, so the next one is, just found out my partner is cheating on me. I'm so heartbroken. I keep thinking it's me. Am I not enough? I love him so much and I don't want to lose him. But also he betrayed me. Please tell me what to do. It's never you. It's never you. One thing about you, yes, son, one thing about you is that you are good enough. One thing about you is that you are it. You are everything. It's never you. You know, when a person decides to cheat, it has everything to do with them, not you. It has like 99.9%. It's about them. It's not about you. It's not about what you did wrong. It's not about what you could have done. You know, when it comes to cheating, it's a very, very painful experience. It's a very painful experience because it just feels like, why are you wasting my time though? Like, why can't you just be with her and just let me go? Like, it's fat. Why can't you just be honest about it? Why can't you be straight up? Why can't you just man up about it and say, hey, yo, I want to be with this person, and so that I can keep it moving, you know? So that's the thing about cheating. You get so, you feel so belittled. Yeah, that's the word. You feel so belittled. But my advice to you, I wouldn't advise for you to leave the relationship if you're still going to come back to the relationship, because then he's going to know that if uzizwa lento uyayizwa nje uyizwa wena. It takes you to be honest with yourself. If you still feel like he is you need to calculate the situation. You need to calculate the situation. How do you feel about it? If cheating for you is cheating for you is a boundary, I would say leave the relationship. But the danger about leaving a relationship you still want to be in it is that guys are very good with their words. Guys are very good with their mouth. Manipulate. And most sometimes that it's easy. It's not always the case, but it's easy until you are fed up. So sometimes I always say, don't leave a relationship to come back to it. Don't leave a relationship figure out watch all the right things, let all the right things to you, offers you everything, the right things, you will go back to him. You need to get to a point where you won't go back. So you need to get to a point where you have mentally left the relationship. A lot of women will stay in relationships they no longer want to be in, or relationships that they have been betrayed in mobile sometime. So they're waiting for, but now the thing about cheating is that once a person cheats on you, it decreases. The love decreases. You may still love the person, cool, but it's never the same, right? So I would say really just self-introspect. Find out where you are mentally. Find out where he is mentally. But don't leave the relationship if you're still going to go back to it. Because no, this person. Leave the relationship when you've had it. Leave the relationship when you know that you're not coming back. Does it make sense? So, you know, one of a strength of a woman is that we can leave while we're still with you. So, you know, I know a lot of people that have stayed in relationships to get over them. And once they leave, they leave and they never look back. It's like they never loved the person and life goes on. Because you prepare yourself while you're still with the person. I may not puma now, I may not puma in a month, I may kodwa la khona ngiyaphuma la because I deserve better, you know. Next one says, sir, I'm in a pickle here, not sure if this fits as a situationship, but I need some advice, so here goes. I am a church girl, ne, and I pride myself in that. There's this cute man, in fact handsome, God's gift to me, I swear. I get sada. I get tagabao. Hey, we go to the same church, ne? And I can't concentrate anymore. I sometimes even go to prayer sessions so I can see his face. I dream about devouring him. Jesus, please help me. So I kind of gave him some hints, ne? And he reciprocated them. I have his WhatsApp number, but his hints are not so clear. I tried forgetting about him, but it does not work. I don't know even what I'm asking here, but girl, I need help. Should I just tell him? But another thing, he's really good looking. I mean, tall, dark, etc. I'm lost now. Oh, okay. So he's tall, dark, and handsome. So I kind of gave some hints, and he reciprocated them, and I have his WhatsApp. Okay, so that's the situation. Oh, babes is a church girl. I'm laughing so much because I know this person in person, and I can't imagine them in a situation like this, you know? I get sad. I almost said your name. Have I been in a situation like this? I've been in a very similar situation, actually, but obviously with mine, it died off, you know? It just, but honestly, in this situation, I'd say there's nothing wrong with approaching a man, ne? There's nothing wrong with shooting your shot. I'm just not that girl. Like, I'm just, so that's not what I'll do. I'll definitely not chill him, but keep the hints going. You know, you're a smart woman, I know you. Keep the hints going. Be very clear, be very intentional about, listen, this is where I'm at. You don't have, especially because you already have his WhatsApp number, you know, keep the conversations going, keep the hints, you know. But then again, you're saying his hints are there, but they're not clear. One thing about men, Gesana, if he wants you, you will know. If he wants you, you will know. So two things are either happening here. It's either he doesn't want you, or he doesn't think you are in his league. Also, that is a factor. So that's what you need to find out. Is it are you guys on the same page? It's just Saba, or is he not interested like that? So you need to be the icebreaker here. What's no, man, you know? I may look very poised, I may look very fierce, but you don't get that, especially in the. So I think break the ice in terms of start the conversation, talk to him first, make him comfortable talking to you. In due time, you'll know, because once he's comfortable, he's definitely going to tell you. One thing about men, they grab exactly what they want. One thing about men, they go for what they want. So I think with you, that's where you are. I can sound like you go to prayer sessions to see him, but it's normal. That's what happens when you like someone. You constantly just want to see them. Also, seek from God. Ask God. Tell God exactly what you're telling me. I think sometimes we take God too seriously. We take God too... I had a call. So, God saying, oh, seek God. Yes, sometimes we take God too seriously. We think there's a formula or there's a certain place we need to be in. And Unkulunkulu is our friend. Unkulunkulu takes so many camps. You know, he's a father, he's a friend when you need a friend, he's a lover when you need a lover, he's a boyfriend when you need a boyfriend, he's a husband. Like, God plays and fits so many roles. So, girl, tell him, what's happening? So pray about it. And sometimes praying is not being formal and closing your eyes. Sometimes praying is you do an inside prayer, but God, this is how I'm feeling now. Please show me the way. If this is my man, please give me the signs. If this is not, please take it away. Because, you know, it's important to always want what God wants for us, because that's the greater plan, that's the more purposeful plan, that's the plan to prosperity, that's the plan to success, more than just our plan. So I just really think you need to consult. You'll definitely get the answers, but girl, oh, the best, that's what I do. The next one says, dating a guy that is always asking you for money. So I feel like we had a very similar one before, so I think most of a reply yalana is going to be the same. Indoda ayikwazi nje ukuba comfortable ngokucela imali. Nakhona, how long have you guys been dating? A lot of things need to come into play. Even the type of relationship. Is our relationship at that stage where we help each other financially? If it is, then maybe I'd understand. But if it's not, you can't always be asking me for money. But see, I think all in all, indoda, they can't be 100% comfortable. I'm not saying it will never happen. I'm not saying don't be financially available for your person, but I don't think it should come with a comfortability. Like, you can't always be asking me for money. Next one is, you are a virgin and got an STI, complicated UTI from oral sex and clitoral stimulation with his penis, and your partner refuses to take RSP and get tested. Oh, challenge. I don't want to look. Okay, there's a lot of ways you can get an STI, so I don't want to say you got it from him, but at the same time, if Mina as your partner, I'm telling you I'm in this situation, I'm getting treatment from it, you're refusing, but we having oral sex, we having stimulation, how are you saying no? So for me, this person is a person who does not take health seriously. It's a person who does not take 100% care of themselves. And do you want to be with someone like that? Because if they can't take care of themselves hygienically, health wise, how are they going to take care of you? So why is he saying no? Why doesn't he want to go get tested and potentially get treatment? Because you're already telling him that when you are infected. So I don't understand the reasoning behind this. If you don't prioritize your own health, who's going to prioritize it? Also, if we're dating and you don't prioritize your own health, how are you going to prioritize mine? Because the thing about being sexual with someone, being intimate with someone, is that it's not just about them, it's not just about me, but it's also about my partner, because what I carry in my body, potentially I can transmit it. So it's not a matter of I'm taking care of myself only, I'm also taking care of my partner. It is also my responsibility to take care of my sexual life, because it also affects the next person. I think it affects them in a pill. So for me, that is a huge red flag, because I don't understand, why don't you want to get tested, potentially get treated, especially if I'm telling you that, listen, we have engaged in such, and this is what I'm suffering from. So if you're refusing, who are you refusing for? I don't understand. I feel like also that's a situation not to be taken lightly, because it shows a lot about the person's character. Bigger problems are going to lead when you guys start having sex. A lot can happen because this person is not willing to be safe. Is not willing to be safe sexually. The last one, I want to break up with him. Kodwa imali yakhe imnandi. Lalela ke sithando sami, uthando lungenamali nje. Uthando lungenamali ayibandla ayishayi khona. Asingadlali nje ngeqiniso. Lumnandi uthando lunemali, lumnandi uthando on the freedom yemali. But at the same time, money should come with love. I'm not saying date for money. I'm not saying completely disregard the fact that love is also important. So you always want to find, and when I say money, I'm not talking about someone who's filthy rich, but I'm talking about someone where we can do things, we have the freedom to do things. Angisho ukuthi uthando ukuze lube mnandi we need billions and billions and billions. Love is important, because you want to leave the relationship. The fact that you want to leave the relationship means that there's a lot other things that you're not happy about. There's a lot other things that are lacking, that are missing. Because if the money is good, if the money is there, but you still want to leave the relationship, surely the other factors are a huge contributor. And sometimes you can't sacrifice your emotional being emotionally taken care of. Your that's what I can give you. There's a level of stability it brings with. So love is important, but love with money is also important. So I think it's a self-introspection thing. What are you? Who are you? Do you date for money? Do you date for love? Do you date for both? Definitely there's nothing you can't find in the world. You can find money and love in one person. So it's not even a thing of always willing to spend on me, because you get people that have money but they're not willing to spend on you. They're not willing, so those are also things to be aware of, because just because the person has money does not mean no. Sometimes you don't even feel like the person has money. But yeah, I hope that helps. But more than anything, you definitely can find both. Just determine what's more important to you, and then yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. I totally enjoyed filming this video. If you also enjoyed watching it, please give it a massive thick thumbs up. Please follow me on Instagram so that we can interact, and if you guys want more videos like this, let me know. But for now, you definitely are a star. I will see you on my next video. Bye.